There's basically a lot of people just saying thank you in this post, but let's answer some questions. Are you guys excited? I recently found you on YouTube. How long have you been playing? I've been playing since before the multiplayer update, so it's been quite a while actually. But I didn't really play consistently. At first, I didn't really know what was happening, to be honest. Like a lot of players actually in Stardew Valley. Has anything from Stardew Valley ever truly angered you? Yes. Okay, let's make a list, everyone. Picking that fairy rose up while it's still the middle of fall, and it's 6 p.m. at night, so you don't want to reset the day. Accidentally placing a bomb near all your chests and kegs. That makes me want to pull my hair out. Eating food in the skull cavern and you're at floor 90 and accidentally clicking on the ladder to go out of the mines. Yeah. That has happened way too many times than it should have. Oh, I have a perfect one, guys. Remember that one time I needed my banana tree for a golden walnut and I accidentally hit the tree with my level 1 hoe and it destroyed my banana tree. How did that happen? How can that even happen? Who knows? The wood's falling on the... No. Oh, that is so sad. You're chopping this tree, right? And you have like 10 energy left, but you're just chopping this tree and it falls over the wrong way into the water. And all your wood goes away. And you just stand there for a moment and you're like, really? Is this my full-time job? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm very fortunate that it actually is. I used to be a software developer before this, and I did not like it. YouTube was a lot more fun. Okay, so a question in chat. Have you always wanted to post videos on YouTube? And when did you get the idea about videos on Stardew specifically? I actually was interested in streaming at that time, but I wasn't really growing. So I was like, you know what, let me try making YouTube videos. And I ended up liking it so much. And then the Stardew thing, at the time I was actually streaming Stardew Valley on Twitch. So I actually knew a lot about the game because I've played it a lot. Before I made videos on it, I knew a lot about the game, okay? I played it a lot. And then I was like, you know what? Let me try it. Let me try making guides on Stardew Valley. And I just kept doing it. And the first few months, it didn't really go that well. I just kept uploading and here I am with 100k subs. Who is your favorite Stardew character overall? I would say Linus, to be honest. I really like Linus. I don't really find fault with him. The man is living his life. He doesn't want to stay with you. He just wants to chill in his tent and forage for life. Some people might like their marriage candidate the most, but I really like my man Linus. My boy Linus. Oh, it's a question from Russell, guys. I didn't really expect my videos to blow up, to be honest. I actually have a few videos that have like 500,000 views, and I'm like, what? For like 3 months, I uploaded videos and they didn't really get views. They got like 50 views. And then I uploaded the Stardew Valley vodka. Man, it blew up my channel. In the start, if I got a comment, I was like, oh, someone commented on my video? What? Someone liked my video? I was like super excited. I just wanted to know how and when did you first start playing Stardew? And how did you stumble across the game? I was sitting in class in university and someone in the front row was actually playing Stardew Valley. And I, of course, looked at him playing the game instead of actually paying attention to the teacher in front of the lecturer. And it looked so much fun. And then I went home and I was like, boy, I can't afford this. I'm a poor college student. And when Stardew Valley went on the sale, I bought it and I just had so much fun. Of course, it was exam season at that time, but that didn't stop me from playing Stardew Valley. I was like 19 when I started playing it. It was so much fun. At Ezlily, do you like Terraria? Terraria is really hard for me to play. It really has a very high learning curve, to be honest. I have not really been understanding the game that much. I die so much. It's like playing Dark Souls. I just keep dying, but instead I don't learn anything. When Haunted Chocolatier comes out, will you play more of that than Stardew Valley, or will you keep playing the same amount of Stardew Valley with the occasional chocolatier? Or will you replace Stardew Valley with Haunted Chocolatier? To be honest, I am wanting to diversify a little bit from Stardew Valley. Of course, when Haunted Chocolatier is coming out, I will make content of it because I'm really excited for it. But right now, I just want to diversify from Stardew Valley a little bit. The Core Keeper did pretty well on YouTube, so let's hope the other games also do well. If someone were to create a definitive Ezlily mod for Stardew Valley, what would the mod contain? Okay, this is a really interesting question. I really have a big problem with making friends in Stardew Valley. I kinda ignore them. It's bad. I know. It's bad. Say now you upgraded the community center or you did something and it would give them passive friendship points, right? Instead of me having to interact with them. Because I keep forgetting, right? Maybe if I sell enough of this or I look after my animals enough, I sell enough fish, maybe friendship points with Willy goes up, you know, for example. I would really like that. I think that would be the definitive Ezlily mod. Passive friendship points from doing other things in the game. I gotta know, who's your favorite spouse in Stardew Valley? It is between Abigail and Sebastian. Sebastian was the first one I tried to romance. I didn't really know how in the start. And Abigail, I just like Abigail. She looks cool. She has purple hair. She likes video games. She plays in a band. Like, who wouldn't like that? And of course, if Sophia was in the normal version of Stardew Valley, she would of course take the top. What is your favorite artifact or gem in Stardew Valley? I would say Ruby, or yeah, I would say Ruby because spicy eel is just too good. I love spicy eel. Spicy eel has been my favorite like meal since the start. When I first got spicy eel from a serpent in the skull cavern, I was like, oh, what is this? +1 speed? This is amazing. If you could only play one game for the rest of your life, which game would it be? Maybe it would be Final Fantasy 14 or some kind of MMO. I've been really into MMOs. Maybe like WoW or Final Fantasy 14. I really like them so much. I would really like to see you play Haunted Chocolatier whenever it comes out. What are other games you would like to play? Firstly, indie games. Core Keeper. I'm really excited for Core Keeper. Minecraft, of course, because there's like a big audience on YouTube for it. What is the first game you ever played? Oh, this is a good question. It's actually pretty cute. So the first game I ever played was Final Fantasy 7 on PlayStation 1. I was really small, okay? Small with the O. I was like 6 years or 7 years old. And my brother put the disc in the PlayStation 1. And I watched him play it. And we would like make turns playing the game. And it was just like a cute bonding experience with my brother. And I just loved it. Final Fantasy 7 would forever be like one of my favorite games ever. And then years later, when I actually completed it, the story was amazing as well. It was so sad and yeah. It just brings back memories, right? And then of course, after that, I played Bloody Roar 2. It was like this fighting game and they had like special moves and everything. I don't think that's kind of a game that a 6-year-old should be playing, but if you could add something to Stardew Valley, what would you add? I've actually been asked this before. I would add a boss fight every 10 levels in the mines. Boss fights is a really big thing for me. I really love them. I like preparing for the boss fights, and I love dying in the boss fights, and I love learning the mechanics of the boss fights. So that would be really, really fun. You guys know, like in Slime Rancher, you have like a economy. So some days, some slimes sell more than the other day, or they sell less. So that would be pretty cool in Stardew Valley, where your crop prices or your fish prices would like fluctuate, or you would have a rival, and the rival also determines the economy. You go spy on their farm and see what crops they're growing, and then you try and up them. That would be pretty fun, like a rival in Pokemon, right? What's my favorite film? There's this film called Love, Rosie. I really love that film, and I of course like the Harry Potter films. If you were to marry someone from Stardew Valley in real life, who would it be? Okay guys, let's set this straight. I would get Krobus to move in with me and we'll be friends because I am going to die a cat lady. I'm gonna have 100 cats and yeah, that's gonna be my life. And Krobus will be my friend and he'll keep me company. Who needs a spouse when you can have 100 cats? Am I right? What kind of music do I listen to most? I actually don't really listen to music. I know it's weird, but there was a time in my life where I listened to a lot of music, and right now I'm not really. If I do, it's probably like soundtracks from games. Other than that, maybe K-pop now and then, but I'm not really super into it. If you could pick a character out of another game to marry, which character would that be? Tifa. Tifa is the best, and no one could ever beat her. What is your biggest mistake in Stardew Valley? My biggest mistake was probably donating my prismatic shard to Gunther without knowing. Because back then, I didn't really know what a prismatic shard was for. I was like, oh, another thing I can donate to the museum. I didn't know you could get a galaxy sword until like my second or third playthrough. I didn't know what was going on. I was like, oh, nice. This gem is different colors. Nice. Also, I know of one big one I made. I planted all of my ancient fruit on my farm and not in the greenhouse. And you know, it's kind of hard to get them in the start. And then they died in winter. And I was like, what? Where did they go? Or I also didn't know fruit trees needed like a certain amount of tiles around them. So I would just plant them right next to each other. And I would wait seasons and seasons and they wouldn't grow. And I was like, what? What is happening? Why? Level up your foraging level. Don't make the mistake I did and not level it up. And then winter comes, Gunther asks for batteries for the boat. And you're like, huh? And then you have to go farm the ambassador in the skull caverns for batteries. And that makes you want to pull your hair out. Learn from my mistake. Not Gunther. I mean Willy, no. How far have you made it down the skull cavern? I think it's about floor 400. But note that that is with staircases and slingshot with explosive ammo. If elections were added to the game, would you run for mayor? No, I don't like politics. But I would say Robin should run for mayor. With all the things that imply solving problems with the people, fixing problems in town, making a gold statue of yourself, trash hat included, leaving your underwear in other people's houses. If you win, Lewis goes to live with him, Barney. That could be fun though. Solving problems. They already ask you to do stuff for them, so can I just run for mayor? Can they elect me as mayor already? Because I'm already doing that. And imagine a golden statue of my character. That would be so cute. Would you guys run for mayor? If you could meet any Stardew character in real life, who would it be and why? If it was anything from Stardew Valley, I would probably pick Junimos because they're so cute. But I don't really know who I would want to meet in real life. Who would I get along with the most? Okay, this is now Stardew Valley expanded, right? I would probably get along with Sophia the most. I don't really know who I would get along with. Maybe Krobus? That would be pretty cool. He's shy like me. Huge pumpkin, huge melon, or huge cauliflower. I would say huge pumpkin because they just kind of look cool and I like all the crops from fall, and I like the whole Halloween theme, and pumpkins fit in really well. After that, it would probably be a melon and then a cauliflower because the cauliflower is like the least impressive, right? Who is your least favorite villager? I have a lot of hated villagers, but I would say Harvey. My hate for that character, man. I really hate him. Also, what is your least and most favorite videos you've made? I'm sorry to say this, but my least favorite video I've ever made is the Billionaire series. It's so much work to do, okay? And I'm actually working on one right now, but holy moly, it's so much work. The most favorite one I've made was the Stardew Valley anime. I just loved editing it and it's so cringy. Which other character would you want to add to romance? I know a lot of people want to add Robin. I don't really see the point in that, but maybe it's because Demetrius is really mean to her. The wizard would be kind of cool, but he's much older than us, right? Who would you guys want to add to the romanceable characters? Do you speak any other languages? I actually just speak English and Afrikaans. Afrikaans being my first language. Or are you interested in learning any other languages? I am actually interested in learning French. I know some good French. Omelette du fromage and a baguette. Yes, I'm fluent in French. But seriously, I would love to learn French. I just love the way it sounds. Do you remember the best and worst comment you've ever got on YouTube? The best one was probably someone that had a really bad day, a week or a year, and they said this video made their year and they've been going through a really difficult time, and I'm really cheering them up with my videos, and that was like, oh, that's so cute. And the worst one was probably, there's a lot of bad ones. When I get one, I try and just remove it from my head because I don't want to let it get to me. It's probably like, can you learn to do makeup? People are really rude. Where do you get those mini tips in Stardew Valley of your own brain? I do a lot of research and I play a lot of Stardew Valley, of course, because it's my job. And when I play Stardew Valley, I find these little secrets and tips. And the Wikipedia is really good. Mobile 1.5 or computer 1.6. Sorry, mobile players. I'd say computer 1.6. Sorry, not sorry. Or should I say hashtag sorry, not sorry. If you had to choose cheese or no cheese, I don't know if this is for Stardew Valley or not, but I like cheese. Even though, guys, let me tell you a secret. I'm lactose intolerant really badly, but I love cheese. Trillionaire challenge. There is no heckin' way that I would ever do the trillionaire challenge. It ends at the billionaire challenge and I am done. It's too much work. Will you do an Ezlily cosplay of myself? I would really like to do a cosplay though, but I don't know if it would be of Stardew Valley. It would probably be some Final Fantasy character or of anime. Favorite Dota 2 character? Oh, Wind Ranger. She was my favorite character. In video games, I like to play the cutest characters. I don't know if other people are like this as well. Just look how cool she looks. Did I play Ezlily in League of Legends for the cute? Yes, I did. I had a lot of fun, but she's really hard to play. I think I went through all the questions. Do you guys have fun? I kind of had fun answering all of those questions. It was fun. It was fun indeed.